It's EJ Tutor here. Welcome back. Before I start today's lesson, just a reminder that you can subscribe to this channel for continual updates on fun grammar videos. And as always, if you've got questions, leave me a comment in the section below. Okay, today we're going to be looking at declensions. So if you watched my video on conjugations, which I will link now, that was to do with verb patterns. These are noun patterns. And in Latin, you have 5 different patterns that a noun can go like. So you have, they're very unimaginatively named. You've got the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth declension. Once you've learnt all 5 patterns, that's it. All nouns will go like one of these 5 patterns. And that makes it quite simple. The 4th and 5th declension you only use quite rarely, so don't worry about them very much. You then have, the reason I'm writing genitive is that you need to know the genitive to decide what pattern a noun goes like. So if you learn in your vocab list the nominative, your bog standard version of the noun, and your genitive, you'll be able to tell which pattern, which declension your noun goes in. So your first conjugation, puella meaning a girl, you've got an A in the nominative singular and an AE in the genitive singular. So that if you've got an A and an AE, you will be in your first declension and your whole noun will go like puella. Most first declension nouns will be feminine. You have the occasional exception, like nauta, which is masculine, so nauta meaning a sailor, but this is, like I say, the exception rather than the rule. Most of the time they will be feminine. Then you have your second declension nouns. So I use dominus as the example for this, dominus meaning a master. Second declension nouns split into 2. So you have ones that are generally masculine, go like dominus, and ones that are neuter and go like bellum, which I will cover in a second. So if they are masculine, they end in an us, a us in the nominative, and an I, which confusingly we pronounce domini, in the genitive. So if you have an us and then an I, domini, then it's going to be a second declension noun. And then, like I said, you have the neuter second declension noun pattern, which goes like bellum, meaning war. Neuter, as always, is the same in its nominative, vocative, and accusative. So its accusative is the same as its nominative, and otherwise its genitive looks exactly like dominus, so it goes to belly with an I. And so that is your neuter second declension nouns, and then e. We are then on to our third declension nouns. Third declension nouns are a little bit more confusing in the nominative because you just have to learn whatever they are in the vocab list. There is a range of things they can be. So the example I use for the third declension noun is rex. So you can see rex in its nominative, and then in its genitive it is regis. This also is a reason why you need to learn your genitives. Regis gives you the stem onto which you add all your rest of your endings. So rex, regem is your accusative, regis is your genitive. That's particularly important then for third declension nouns to learn the genitive. I should also have put on here that you get third declension neuter nouns. So third declension nouns can be masculine or feminine. You just have to learn that when you learn the vocab item. But you also get neuter ones like nomen. So they're the same, nominative, vocative, accusative, nomen, nominis, nomini, nomine. And then it goes in the plural, nomina. So I should have put that on here. But then we come to the fourth declension. So like I said earlier, these are quite rare. So you don't see much of them. You have here manus, meaning a hand or a band of men. So you can see it's the same in its nominative and its genitive in terms of its ending. Manus, manus. You, technically speaking, can get all 3 genders of nouns in the fourth declension, masculine, feminine, and neuter, but in practice, neuter is really quite rare. Another example of a fourth declension noun that you might come across is fructus, meaning enjoyment, or something like domus. Dominus is a bit weird, it kind of sits between the second and fourth declension. So then we come on to the fifth, the final pattern of nouns. So here you have dies, diei. So ei is your genitive. Most nouns of the fifth declension are feminine. Another example is res, meaning a thing. But as I said, if you haven't got to fourth and fifth declension nouns yet, don't worry. The most common are first, second, and third declension nouns. If you're sitting there wondering what a genitive is, then please refer to my video on cases, which will be coming soon. And otherwise, if you've got any questions, leave me a comment below or get in contact using the website, which I will put in the description. And I will see you back here next time.